Sarah has combination skin, so I am using a 0.30 1R needle. When I open the needle, I always show the client it is a new needle. To insert the needle, I click it in by turning clockwise. I check the length of the needle. The machine must be turned on to see how much of the needle will show. You want to see about 0.5 to 2 millimeters of the needle depending on your machine. Use a cotton pad to check the length of the needle. Dip your machine into the ink. Now test the flow of the pigment on the cotton pad. You want to see nice even pixels on your cotton pad. Place one finger at the tail of the brow and the thumb near the arch and stretch. I move very slowly. I'm not using too much pressure. My needle is touching the skin every so slightly, going back and forth in the same spot 3 to 4 times. Try not to rush. If your hand is moving too fast, you will not get the color in. Take your time. If you do not see the line after you check, you may press even harder, so be sure to go slow and over your same line 3 to 4 times. Use a Q-tip, dip it into numbing cream and wipe a bit of the line to check the pressure of your outline. The line should be visible but still faint. If the line is too dark, it will be hard to blend out. If it is too light or not visible, you won't know where to tattoo. There should be no blood. Try to be steady. Do not flick and move up and down the skin in a steady motion. Overlap at least 3 to 4 times in small tiny strokes at a time. Stretching the skin is very important. You need to keep the skin firm without overstretching. If you pull up like this and overstretch, you will end up changing the shape. You want to stretch the skin, and the skin needs to be firm without overstretching. Check every couple of centimeters as you go to ensure you are maintaining the same pressure throughout. The line is visible without bleeding. This area beneath the brow has thicker skin. Instead of overlapping your strokes 3 to 4 times, overlap them about 4 to 5 times. Now, if you prefer to do slightly longer strokes for the outline, you can do that. However, if you want to do the outline in longer strokes, you will need to overlap them a little more, about 5 to 6 times. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and move to the next area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's check your outline again with a Q-tip. The line looks good. See how even with the long strokes they're in without hurting the client? Make sure to check your line constantly so you won't be surprised when you wipe the outline away and there is nothing there. In the front, I don't want the line to be too dark, so I do less passes and a lighter pressure to achieve the ombre look. Now I will repeat the outline process at the top. Keep in mind the top line of the brow deposits color easier, so you do a lighter pressure on the top line. This is because the skin here is thinner. There's also less fat and more bone at the upper brow area. Now you can check your line. I can see it is slightly too light, so I'll go back in and darken my outline a little. This is why it's so important to check the outline. As a beginner, always check your outline along the way. It is so important because the outline sets the foundation for how well your brows will look. If you are not sure, always count your strokes. This will help keep your outline consistent throughout the brow. Also, do not be afraid to move your client's head in the direction that will best help you tattoo better. I make sure when I stretch, everything is in a straight line, not pulling up and not pulling down. Again, keep the pressure at the front lighter so it is not too dark. Now I can wipe the entire brow. Now I can tell what areas are too light or too dark. This area is a little too light, so I'll go back in and darken the line just a little. Now I will apply more numbing cream. With the client's bright brow, I like to start at the beginning. You can also ask your client to relax. If their brows aren't relaxed, it will make doing the outline so much harder. I want to make sure the client's brow stays straight, so make sure when you're stretching, you stretch like so. One finger here and one finger there. Everything is in a straight line. Again, at the bottom of the brow area here, the skin is thicker. You can add an extra stroke or apply a bit more pressure. Now we will check. The area does look a little light, so I'll go over it again, but not too much because you already have a bit of color there. Notice how I keep the needle touching the skin at all times? The needle should be resting on the skin. Do not flick and lift the needle out of the skin too much. When you lift too much, the pigment will not stick and you will not get any pigment into the skin. If you push too deep, you will damage the skin and you will have a very dark outline that will be hard to blend. My machine is at a low speed. It's currently set at 4.5. If the machine is too fast, you'll move your hand too fast, so you want a low and steady speed. Let's check again. The line is visible with no bleeding. I'm cleaning my needle with a baby wipe. Sometimes there can be too much pigment at the tip of the needle. Wipe it clean and often for a steady pigment flow. Don't be afraid to move your client the way you need to be able to see the tattoo better. The line looks great. Let's keep going. Remember to keep your strokes small. Keep the needle in, no lifting or flicking, and count to ensure the same pressure throughout. wipe the entire outline with a baby wipe. This area does seem a little light, but before adding more color to the outline, I'll add anesthetic and see how this turns out once the numbing sets in before adding more color to the outline.